that God gave us for free. That's why we are saying, we want peace in Liberia. We want peace in the Ivory Coast. We want peace in Mali. We want peace in Somalia. We want peace in Sudan. We want peace in Nigeria. We want peace in Central Africa. We want peace in Congo Democratic. We want peace in Libya. And they got to stop putting bomb on the people of Libya. It's an offense against human rights. We want peace in Syria. You don't preach democracy with bombs. And it's up to the Syrian people to say if they want the president or not. It's not America or Russia business or French business. Okay? We want peace in Afghanistan. We want peace in Pakistan. We want peace in Iraq. And above all, we want peace between Israel and Palestine. How many generations of Israeli children? How many generations of Palestinian children are they willing to sacrifice for the United Nations to take a drastic decision? Enough is enough. Okay? Children of God, are you there? Children of Almighty God, are you there? God is love for you all. Oh. Peace in Liberia, peace in Moravia. We want peace in Liberia, peace in Moravia. Me say Babylon. We want peace in Liberia, peace in Moravia. We want peace in Liberia, peace in Moravia.
You want peace in the Gambia?
And Babylon shall not rise again. And Babylon shall not stand again. So Babylon shall not stand again. Calling on Jesus Christ to save I and I. Calling on Jesus Christ to save I and I. Calling on Allah to save I and I. Calling Adonai to save I and I. Cry, cry Liberia, cry, cry like Côte d'Ivoire.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys. That's just a start. Like I say, the music is just for an entertainment. Music for entertainment. Just to call Pruka Mol Kumandi Prunsana Nakacha. Nabi Kacha movement is all about Nabanko, the Gambia. Badungulu, Lafadron, the Kacha Nakacha. Na banko bita kang levelomento cool milialan ko lebe care na banko kang maldio contona those who are watching, those who are sharing the program milialan ko the program on siakang bafla leko ala baraka bake for being here with us alnal badi malam sirfo sonko aka bayo sonko Gambia mbadulu nabi kacha abe depending men kan wala ko na first part is about the upcoming protest Mayalonko is organized by the youth wing of United Democratic Party nabi kacha be loring men kan wala mu protest Mayalonko United Democratic Party ila funding ke kafo ye protest men commandi pour ka tankaro ke na bankola kayto la kola Mayalonko ning ko man tanka asen sabu fenne Mayalonko wala mu karte fay ñoo saboti pour men sen tankano karte fay ñoo sabola an men sa tinna no fana to nyaay sabati tilmo sabati na karte fay bunda la karola akumata bagde pour Gambia demule findi fonin kewle findi ka itandroga ko na Gambia banko ibe pula kekan Mayalonko anin luwa manta ibe kula kekan Mayalonko asa sabu no fitno la sama wala tinda na la gibe the music I play in the background na music go men play aka wole tandi Kataniko left Kairola. But left Kairola, and we want the election to be about Gambia. Gambia alone. It should be about Gambia. It's not coming go. Somebody have to decide it for us. Don't phone about decide fire. So the election on Yanta California Mayalonko, Ntolle Yanta Katrafela, not about orders. Mayalonko, a monkey in the banco dumulti. Wolela Nanke Dabula Nakatefola Kokono. Malafi Mula Wolo Yuntuko. Molmel yalong e manke banko dumulti ene ye dabule na carte fay kokono na Gambia la carte fay should only be about Gambia. Gambia la carte fay should only be about Gambians. Gambia dumul da mal nyanda carte fay. And that is something me yalong ko mbe nyanda la pruka understand very well. Gambia dumul le nyanda carte fay la. And we are not going to take any back seat on that. We are not going to take any back seat on that. But make sure that Gambia don't da maya kato fay. Mafoko luntan kanana Gambia kono mambala wala. Luntan will can come to Gambia. Luntan sa sino Gambia. But there are regulations. Lua lebeje, silo lebeje. Luntan nina da banko kang inyanda kaido jumala soto la. Alun tumala watu jumalam inyanda ka banko la kaido soto. But nyaje le activation le bekering nyaje programol bekering programol mel yalonko ka luntawol ta ke involved na bankola kayti kokono luntaw ni na da banko kan kaytol le beje nyanda kaytol non soto la ta wo kaytol niyawol soto sanji nan kamole beje sanjo me yalonko inyanta ka bankola kayti o bankola banko di ya soto silol le beje silol mel ya lonko inyanda ka wolle tamandi pour ye banko la banko di ya soto so ni ma wo silol tamandi ni ye banko la banko di ya soto ana tara kayto ni na be bulo kono a lonko kayt le be bulo kono me ya lonko is illegal because kukul le beje mbe ya lonne ni mo lun tawti ina da banko ka lun jumale mbe ya lon ni mo lun tawti foy Gambia muso la soto bang foy Gambia di mo la soto bang o fennete me ya lonko wo buka mabo Omo fendete meya lonko abuka mabo kadu kabina da wato men Gambia no la kalamta ko karnata bile isidula Gambia no la kalamta ko kar sita nyundula to bile ye business o men kuma Gambia no la kalamta karbe business jumala. So we must understand these things very well. So walatina UDP under the leadership of Haji Suwane National Youth Wing and Nyatonko ye protest lo commandi national protest yo le commandi national protest yo le commandi and that national protest ni wala nyindi ko Gambia dewul momo ya lon ko ila banko ye nio sola ekiliati ila banko la kola ila banko la kaito kumayate UDP under the youth wing under the leadership of Haji Suwane ay commandiroke Gambia dulu mo jama balla katra social media e ba folo hay ben na ID card o cleteng e ben election o sunyala so niya long kon na election o sunyala last year na last election o carte fe woni man last election o carte fe woni man senea last election o carte fe o man senea même to yaade wala ñindi ko loya Ousseynou Aboubacar no mukunda daba mu kayra moleti wala fonnin ciol sabarindi ako fonnin ciol ko al se sokono ala ko bula jewo nyama Gambia no li ala kuma kan moy Gambia no li la moyala o tumbolam fondin kewlo seeda sokono karte fa men kana President Barrow na la molu ibe ko men kekan anin silo manta ibe fitna koleto niajibe in reality kanu niajem ko be fitna koleto because Masakunda membe siring NPP Masakunda le then the same MPP Masakunda membe siring wala kana bankola kaito siga ikana bankola kaito sta ikate kadi banta iko ikadi Gambia diwon lela bar ndolko wo man senea ndolko be kula ke kam meya lonko anaminan ke nyim banko kan anwa manya na kela nin Gambia diwon meya lonko among national identification card o soto be international relation be international law lonne Gambia diwon jelle ka bota nyim banko kan nyeta ba ko yela andi Italy banko kan ibe Spain banko kan ibe oda banko kan but ni lefta banko la kayto la ikela molle commande Gambia kono jang ye passeport o nyini passeport o fenti me ya lonko wala ka mo sindino banku do kan passeport because eka passeport o leta ID card o buka mo tindino jang passeport o ka mo bondino jang ni lefa ka mo banko kam fana ini passeport o kana minati ne ma fako passport but na Gambia ID card mina tinne ko Gambia ID card mina tinne ko Gambia ID card because mina kada iba dika nyina kama puru ibe ID card di la mol mella puru se Gambia la borders card soto no nyame diaspora voting ibalanta la one ibalanta la fula ibe koyum tongu kan because membe bul wolam nyinti ko itol they have majority in the parliament so anytime eleftaka diaspora voting samanang they can bring it but they must make sure they have the numbers in the African countries here if you neatarambe diamula ko Gambia dul makoyle economically the amount of Gambia dul membe in Spain banko kan undocumented. The amount of Gambia do member sitting Italy Banco undocumented. The amount of Gambia do member sitting America Banco undocumented. Mina atina woman ke key priorities. Mina atina woman ke kukumat. But because they want to register Africans in Africa, to use those people as tools. Pour kana banko la kaito ta ka tinya kana banko la kaito ko jamba kensamot. It's high time Gambia dungule finti. Anu ningo Gambia dungule finti. We should understand one thing here. What ibe audio to. Iba foloko ha nyimboda stado de ibe mol kumandila ha ali alon ko nyulbenyi carte nyulbenyi ID card dio melete ibe carte be sunyale. Ibo follow wati ibe mol kolla wati sign ko mole finti protest la. Mole finti protest la. Protest be kala muntole avec la IEC le because na men suunya na men suude je wala nyindiko e be nyin di kana pour kan na carte fa suunya so me protest la muntole me protest la IEC le and I want this to be very clear to the Gambians me protest la IEC le me Gambia dungul kumandila ibe UDP bang imantara UDP bang neatara la Gambia banko la kole de sola Gambia banko la kole kuma tete odon na finti na niku ya tandi na finti na balanda tandi Masakunda ya kewo Masakunda ma kewo the international communities ba lonna la ko membe keri Gambia banko ka amanga Gambian ko diena koti but amanda woda mala but lundawol melialon ko ka kaito dila o luntol mel yalon ko ebe kaydol dilela o luntol mel yalon ko ebe prepare kan pour que da dundi na carte fay kokono o luntol balon na ko Gambian call are ready for the election 2026 ha luntol mel yalon ko ibe lafrim pour kan na kaydol dila luntawol mel ya lonko yenna kaytol dila luntawol mel ya lonko ibe parendi kam pour kan na kaytol dila pour ye dabulan na carte fayo kono wo luntawol fongol ba lon na ko Gambian call are ready mbadi Gambian call lefla kuma kila fala le doro Afrique Côte d'Ivoire aliyajele Côte d'Ivoire adama dunga men findita mbade wolu alna diam kenso bula internet auto mbade wolu alna diam kenso bula WhatsApp groupe kono mbade wolu alna diam kenso bula tarin mbade wolu alna duko bula bankobe kolarne man la ka tandi banko dungul la man la ka tandi dunya la ko tonya na bankobe kolarne na bankobe kolarne na banko kol manta takam ku na banko economy be kolarne na banko balwo be kolarne barna banko corruption tinyaro tapaleya nakarantu yabe siar na banko kande. That's the fact. That's the fact. Wala ya tin nango Gambian call. Next week, United Democratic Party under the youth wing under the leadership of Haji Suwane, ye commandro kele, iko prum moli kafuma in large numbers. Nana Nikuya Tandi, Nana Balanda Tandi. Ko Gambia government, ibe ID card diomen ki kan bankol kan bandala, e mantara ki kan fenkama, for na manga sunya roti, e mantara ki kan fenkama, na manga kan na banko na fulo kasar. Molbe sirim banko kan jang Gambia jang, imang ID card soto. Kodobe bulu, imang ID card soto, Gambia jang, this country here. Adama Barrow nala mole kasi e ko be Gambian ko le nene la Gambian ko lu fambe sonna wala la bang Gambian ko lu fambe sonna wala la bang Adama Barrow tara sitting president yala Adama Barrow ye lahidi même folo wala nyindi ko mekala mansati jan sanji saba ko la I will organize a free and fair election Gambian ko lu kadi amatolle man kaw lala ga no men fo adama la ya fo tama fo wallahi suma wallahi ako Gambien ko le ko nale karro payenye be man sa ya kala sanji saba o kono menin do ko kala mbe election organize la election me ya lon ko teten da kala je me carte fayo organize la carte fayo me ya lonko deden da kala je adama la ya fo wala Gambia dum media makatolle ni ataran tol Gambia dum we really believe in our country we really believe in our leader. This is the message from our own leader nyina botana nyaton ko da kono o dotol Gambia ko lu kadi amatolle say it is high time nana bankoje it is high time we see the future of our country. Adama Barrow nala molu, they don't care about anything. Nko, Gambian ko. Aliyalo nako atonya ayata nako almost 300,000 votes wale benun na kadre fay listo kono ya jembele watola. Fatumala me yalonko sojarol me yalonko be sojar yala. Ye niola kataka o kadre kesolta kebe jan. Wale ya tinna alayan kanandi ya jeme masakundam in 2016 aliolan then we Gambia funding call wale la life sacrifice for that. Are we not ready to give our life to protect our country? We must be ready to give our life to protect the sovereignty of our country. Badu WhatsApp diamo tabolan kang, Facebook diamo tabolan kang, YouTube diamo tabolan kang. Wallahi is only action member bolan kang, and the action is willing to nafinti peacefully, and we do the protest. That is why the Gambian call command kang in large numbers. Momo ya long itel lata lako. Tonya na bankola kaito iba fiakan, na bankola kaito iba tinyakan, na bankola kaito nakarentuya tinyaro tapaleya ibe wala kekan na bankola kaitola, the value of our document will be zero. Ikiliati la bankola kola kafu UDP la youth wimma Ye come UDP la youth women, and we do the protest. Badungul is very, 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 very important. It's high time. It's high time. Gambia dungulu na kafunyoma na na banko bondi. This is not even only about election, but about the sovereignty of our country. Alialo no ko bi ni atara na nyato ko kendo sa na nyim banko kanjang. Every Gambian can be paid. Aliolo. If we have a good leader, every Gambian can be paid. But alialo no ko, if the population grow in some certain numbers, the target of doing that is going to be hard. Abe koliala. Mambalang puru mo kana na banko la kaito sodo mambala wala. But ni ben na banko la kaito sodo, it has to go through procedures. It has to give us an economic. Anyanda ka fenda ka funa economy ma. Anyanda ka value la ka funa banko ma. That is why they build a process. That's why process like a tamandi. Or process ning aga value la add into our policies. It add value into our economy. Well, I think the Gambian call next week. I'll come United Democratic Party ma. I'll come UDP la youth women for us to do a very peaceful protest. We are coming to do it next week. It's high time we see our country. It's high time we see our country. Mbadulu, adama baro masakunda alialo nako, ni masakunda be tabale yale melke kanyem banko kanja. Alialo. Alialo nako adama baro masakunda ajirata yo ko belela purkan na karte fayo sunya because tapale yale nakaran tu yale mel yalo ko yolla kanyem banko kanja. Ntafule fon allegedly. I'm not gonna say allegedly. But tapale yale mel yalo ko akoyta mala seneta ma. Bari Adama Barrow fond la institution la attendé ko tapale yale be keri masakunda ko. The national audit reports. Donc la bunda même mata kiskisiro la ye tandiro ke ko. Ye itandiro ke ko tapale yale nakarantu ya jamale keta Adama Barrow la masakunda ko. Adama Barrow be serious. Adama Barrow is not taking any step against those things. Mbadi Gambia ko lu ka diama tolle. Tapaleani nakaran tu ya me ya lonko wala be kekan Adama Barrow la masakunda ko jumala mo kala muta barango Adama Barrow la masakunda I mean the misinformation of the Gambian kola. They promised us 150,000 jobs. Adama Barrow lo National Assembly kola ako me do ko provide la Gambia dungule 150,000 jobs. Kabring Adama Barrow I offer jumal that is his second time, but Kabring Adama Barrow la first time in office up to now. Not 150,000 people's jobs. Motaful Adama Barrow did not create that in this country. Ako 150,000 jobs. He failed to create that one for our country. Adama Barrow promised a security sector reform. As we are speaking here still, 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 Adama Barrow kantakang. 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 na state house kantakang. Senegalese all in the state house occupy. Our country is in the hands of a foreign force. If Senegal want to install a leader in this country, they can install a leader in this country. Because they have no trust in our leadership. Because Adama Barrow have no trust in our own securities. Let's call a spade a spade. And the promise Adama Barrow made the mola nyuko ninna tamba make sure that security reform. We have professional soldiers, we have professional police officers. Our police are educated, they are wise, but you can know that by looking at if crime committed in Bangkok and down, how quick, how fast the police they will always make sure with the little resources they make sure they are marimuta. That means our police have the knowledge. Our police have the it's just a matter of resources in the police for them to do the job. But why our leader, why the leadership doesn't have trust in our security forces as we are speaking? But this is not my word. This is the word of President Adama Barrow. ñi mangandila kuma ko ñi mu adama baro kuma ka on adama baro len promise ko na man sayata jam mano be kala 900 700 800 mbadi un gal ñin ka when did mano kala 900 700 800 600 all this were the promise of the president. But do you think our promise or those promises cannot be fulfilled? Do you think? Yes, those promises can be fulfilled. If not, I promise you, the Gambian Kola, he has fulfilled those promises. Those promises can be fulfilled. Why did Nadala so boy? Because there is no financial discipline in the government. There is no physical financial discipline in the government. If there is physical financial discipline in the government, the amount of grant, the amount of revenue from 2016 up to now can stabilize our economy. By the way, kodo jelle dundan le banko kanjang, grand jelle dundan le banko kanjang, adama baro jilo jelle tani banko kanjang. Palmalon ko the more we take debt, the more currency is going to fall down. Fayolon. Mbe julota kan nyame na bankola fanko na bankola na dala sobe boyla wala nyama. Because there is no proper savings in our economy. You must have a proper saving. For a proper saving, so that no follow, so that you can able to stabilize your economy. You can able to stabilize your dollars. But if the economy is failed, the economy boy, how can we stabilize our dollars? The economy boy, how can we stabilize our dollars? How can we stabilize our dollars? When the economy is failed, how can we stabilize our dollars? Because they are ready to steal the election. We all know that. Ibe parel na pour kana bankola kana nafulo suna ibe parel na pour kana electiono suna Adama Barrow na ramasa kunda wati jumale. Adama Barrow came to government in 2017 na bankola julobe jelleto amanta mi billion talul bi na banko ko julobe mu jelleti billion tan na banko bi na julobe menta o billion keme mbadi o billion tango me ya lon ka be julo la bi Gambia bo jola wati jumale for Gambia fono ko they will have a very stable economy. Gambia bo jola wati jumale for us to have a stable economy. Bo jola wati jumale for us to have a stable economy. Adama Barrow masakunda Allah hidi wa Allah hidi la hidol mella na tara wallahi hidol timata bi na tara wallahi hidol timata bi me mem fokan to fala me mem fokan bi dan to fala. All these were fake promises, Melialonko. Adama Barrow Mendi Gambia Dola. All these were fake promises. Sorry, guys. Let me just plug my phone. 1 minute. All those were the promises Melank Adama Barrow will do. Na senola bunda karol. Na senola bunda la karol. Let's come to agriculture. Let's come to agriculture. Nana senola bunda la karola. Nina senola bunda la karola. Adam baro la hido jelle ke na senelal. Adam baro la hido jelle ke senelal lamba di Gambian ko. Adam baro la hido jelle ke Gambian ko lamba di. But Adam baro ayo la hido timandi la ba. Naje kwa tractor le di senelal tractor. But Gambian call alialo na banko, that is all about politics. Na député bon, mbadi Gambian call. For député ol jang. Député ol jang, masakunda ma moto di député ol la bank with 50%. 50% me alongo. Masakunda e wala jo 50%. The other 50% jumala ya jo. But alialo na ko, this is all kind of a business scheme. Say Masakunda be tractor dealer senelala. Masakunda be tractor dealer senelala. Masakunda go senelal be jelle jola. Masakunda go senelal be jelle jola. Senelal be 25% of jola before you buy dola. Masakunda go 25% of jola. The other 50% senelal mina jo. This means 75% of the payment in senelal ba be jola. What is happening? Mina be kidding. The amount of projects many along the Ministry of Agriculture. Project General Ministry of Agriculture. How many projects? How many projects were the Ministry of Agriculture? Project General Ministry of Agriculture. The amount of money, the amount of grant many along the Ministry of Gambia. Niatara ni Masakunda is physically disciplined in terms of money. Na fulo la karola, kuluobe na fulo la karola mbadingul. Wallahi suma wallahi bi Gambia be bata min kono Gambia taro bata kono. Na production in agriculture be grow la. Ando ninna production onying. Na production in agriculture no growth. What is going to happen? Mina be kala wala nyindi ko minaso la ndol fon be domontage la fon be pare la ka bondi banko kanyanka ki banku dolka. Ndol fona be domota sot la foka bondi banko kanjang kasamba banko dol kan o mina mila kele na banko e o mina na banko la abena na dala so le bunya yandi la abena banko le fanko le bunya yandi la. Because one thing we need to understand, bi niatara ni Masakunda is a serious government. Ni Masakunda ka kodome invest ka moto kudol sang. The amount of money they have invested in the OIC, the amount of money ibe menta ka iba pajam kan nyoy tarantari. Ni Masakunda yo kodota ye tractor sang ye tractor di senelala ye senelal tombo regional kang different regions Masakunda ya murko dange ay funding kawalta comme the way Masakunda ga sojarolta nyame ye funding kawalta because saying na economy and this is one of the ñinam bulo me ya lonko na fanko nyanta ka wulani wala ñinam bulo me yalon ko na fanko ñanta ka wulani ñim bulol so Masakunda ka aka sojarol ta ñamen Masakunda ka policeol ta ñamen Masakunda ka prison officerol ta ñamen Masakunda ka dokula dol ta ñamen Masakunda ñanda ka funding kewol ta funding kewol mel yalon ko ñul be kala funding kewol mel yalon ko itara nungu they went to Gambia college they study ye agricultural karang ye seno bunda la karang dole physics na kanyang karang dole horticulture la karang different kind of agriculture wali wala karang chenol be Masakunda le bulu bankol be Masakunda le bulu Masakunda e jorawol di ñula this modern tool sol ay sika ay de funding ke wala ye musolta mol mel yalon ko alama wolelta wala multi mel yalon ko alama hadjo di wala prieta Gambia college or other places but they still want to work and make money il aftaka do ko ke pour ye kodo sedo yo funding ke wolta Masakunda e wolta abe jola karo kare or Masakunda e project o sape if they don't have the money. In fact, I believe that they have the money. I believe that because they have the money, but they are not ready to do it. One, President Barrow member Kabako, Akombe job creation on Menkala, we are going to create 150,000 jobs. I believe that President Barrow Paradanum is concentrated, he believes in his word. He can make 150,000 jobs within 2 years. Only Seno Bundala Karola. Only Seno Bundala Karola if this government is ready for the job. Seno Bundala Karola. I'm not talking about other sectors. Only Seno Bundala, they can employ nothing less than 150,000 people. It's a employer. Seno Bundala. Ningo Seno Bunda, a mango komen kata kunkoro damade, and bakono fanandabe jene. Masakunda be melekla wala nyindiko. Masakunda will invest. Ya beyan sang, beyan dingul, beyan musolu, beyan kewul. You go to Mauritania. You go to Mali. You go to Mauritania, you go to Mali. Ni nana Mauritania tata Mali. Ya beyan sang, different kind of breed. You come and build a very big farm. For example, even Yaya Jembela, this guy don't remember Sifoja. Yaya Jembela do remember Sifoja, for example. Imagine Nimasa Kundae, beyan sang different breed. You dulabe protect you. You're beyond Samananje. That place alone, you can employ at least 1,000 youths. 1,000 youths. Will better low beyond Kundo, beyond Gibe, beyond Daniel. Nimba Nasalo Sita, say, Masakun, the first thing Masakuna will make a go. They will not allow Beyond Lebon to follow. The breed, Masakunda investor breed soul melkundo. Masakunda funding Jojo who breed soul melkundo. Who breed soul Masakunda se volta. I all wafi follow. I all wafi follow. I now follow soto. As the first year, I all wafi follow. Now I all wafi. Ube koro jele create la. Ube na follow jele create la. Na banko follow. Ube koro jele samala na fankoto. Funding Joel ye karandi nyola bunda la karola. Ye funding Joel melkara bakono doko wala. E kan nyawol melmuta. These foreign boats. Kulul mel yalongo wala ñu foreign boats soldi. E kan na bakono, e kan na nyawol muta. E kan na nyeke no muta. E ke boni banko kanya ke samba, e kan ke pesa Senegal, e ke pesa Mauritania and other places. E ke samba Europe, Egypt and other places. Can't we do it as a country? Be ni Masakunda Wakilta, Masakunda fishing boats or samana. Very good fishing boats. Masakunda cold store do. Musoje lebedoko kelo cold store. Let's take a best example of Scan 8. Scan 8 member Piranjang. Scan 8 funding keo jelle ta doko wala no. Tumala me go Scan 8 operate ka nyama Scan 8 in Piran. Scan 8 be doko ke wala me ye funding ke jelle ta ye employment create mo jelle but Piran sato fo kono funding ke jellem Piran sato kono meli alon ko they were working in Scan 8. Scan 8 only in Piran. Funding ke jelle be Piran. Piran funding ke jelle la balo falenta la balo na falenta because of the work at Scan 8. Why can't this government revitalize? Why can't this government sit and think? How can they bring some of those investments coming on? What investment sival be wulla no nyadi. But the problem is this government is not into that. This government is into a 419 business. It's into a 419 business. It's into a 419 business. E kanyin tractor me along we kapoko ye dimola. Tractor loko, we know the secret about those tractors. We know the secret about those tractors. Niya mirantoluma tractor lo, we know the secret about those tractors. If we don't know, we know it. But we don't even care much about the secret because now look, this Masakunda is chronic in corruption. But now, why should Senalal be 75% of Jola? Why? Milatina Senalal be 75% of Jola. This is my biggest problem. I don't mind. What they say, Milatina Senalal be 75% of Jola. Yes, Milagada. Hamza. Nagam. Hamza. So my problem is Senegal, they have to pay 75% and government is only paying 25%. And government is only paying 25%. Why? You know what problem. You said you care about Senegal. Senegal, if you want to do okay, you have to feel bondi. You someone email a people san no anyama. Email a crowd deal no anyama. What dimena bela? You know Murukotan ke sign Senegal tractor because look, I know about this unit tractors issue. Huh? I knew about this unit tractors deal. But in fact, it is not only about UNA, but Abubakar Jawara also. Abubakar Jawara. Because it was an initiative me alongo UNA la start no UNA agriculture. UNA la bunda me alongo ko seno bunda. So tractor kabri UNA is samana different type of tractors lem. So UNA being a bank, a microfinancing bank. So UNA left and men na wala ñu ko Senegal. Mel ya lon ko come blow back. Pour you pay certain amount and you pay the remaining amount in 5 years time. In 5 years time. So Masakunda can you remember we are paying 25%. Let them tell us how are they paying that 25%. Masakunda Afamole, how are they paying that 25%? Do you think Malomba? You think we don't know it? We know it. Let's ask ourselves. Okay, tractor mele along ko yesamana eka duty waiver jolaba. Are they paying tax? Tractor nyul kabi yesamana ye tax jolaba. Enyanda ka menjo Masakunda ya jolaba. Okay, now that they have duty waiver in the ports now, but enyanda ka menjo Masakunda kono yo jolaba. So they will tell Osco how Masakunda contributed. Masakunda contributed from which budget? From which budget Masakunda contribution? From which budget? From which budget? You couldn't even bond the budget Jumalet. This is where the biggest corruption is. You couldn't even bond the budget Jumalet. Because it's very important now long where they get that money. The 25% if a man 180 tractors la, you couldn't bond the budget Jumalet. From which budget? Alaka Jumale feeling. Masakunda ka Jumale ne jang. It's all politics. You tractor somebody parade in the Makar Square. You President Barrow Samananje ko President Barrow ne na yele. Because you want to use that as politics. If you want to take credit, go and buy tractors and give it to Senegal. You might have differences in Yaja Mekaka. He gave it to his politicians and women kaful, but he gave it to them for free. Akadila for free. Akadila for free. Yes. You might have issues with him. Akadi molmel akadi ala politician. Yes. But ya jeme bukau abuka fella Senegal kang. So if you want to modernize the agricultural system, membe je wolo nyindu ko nka mem fale wolo nyindu ko. Masakunda e kodo di Senegal la. Masakunda e Senegal makoi. Bolat na Gambia Senegal usay ndolle nyanda ka. We should use our brain. Kaya ko nyum masakunda be game mem play kan. They are only playing game. Masakunda ya famole. Let them tell us from the budget of Ministry of Agriculture. 2025 budget on ya fanya bang. Where did they get that money? Where did they put that money? Okodo project muntolto. Okodo nying ya project muntolto. When they were doing the projection, now is in the budget ko Masakunda be tractor sanale. It's in the budget. abe budget o kono le Masakunda ya for Moliye because it's supposed to be in the budget. Ya for Moliye no mele mula hay marodi ibenu ilaba jalla sana no Masakunda ya for Moliye. How much is the 25% of the menjual to 120 180 tractors ning? Let them tell us. Ya for Moliye the 25% o nying ni akafu nyo abe kele jelleti and ya bondi na banko la bonyeto jumaleto from which budget? We are not fools. But at the end of it, Gambian call. I want to talk to my fellow Gambians. My fellow Gambians, Adulu Gambia Gum Kadiama Tole. Alialo Noko Adama Baro Masakunda B. Kabo Bila Fokata Alinjelem Alinje. But Alialo Noko B. Gambia Nyim Banko Betembo Menkona B. Adama Baro Masakunda Gambia Dundu Julo Jellet. Ayola. Adama Baro Masakunda Gambia Dundu Julo Jellet. Bari wo julo jama be aliyalo nako koya dundu muntole aliyalo na bari Gambia ko Adama Baro Masakunda ay Gambia dundi sanji kononto ay Gambia dundi julo mentana fo billion taworo anim fek billion taworo ngam dalaso billion taworo ma fa million de ngo billion taworo ye Gambia dundi julo mento kabrin 2017 fokana bula bila be julo mento Gambia banko ali alon ne wo julo me alon ko yata wo julo ni ajibe billion tan nani lulu o billion tan lulu approximately e ko ya dun silolo kundo silolo mbadu wol falia understand ko e ko ya dun wo silolo melto wo silolo nyulu wolu e man guarantee wo silol man doku kuke wo silol ni menkata ini wol imebe doku Adama Baro ko akoni OIC silo from Adama Baro's own mouth akoya doku kilometer killing ako $1 million. $1 million akoya doku wala kilometer killing akoya doku $1 million aliyalo no $1 million bi niya falin Gambia kodo la bi jellem aliyalo $1 million ako kilometer killing bi $1 million niya falin Gambia kodo la bi aliyalo jellem nothing less than 60 million taworo wula. So million taworo. Let me just put the dollar rate at 60. Dollar rate naga taworo do. So 1 million taworo. Million killing. You can calculate it. Million killing kawle for the million killing. I'll start calculate no million killing. I got $1 million. So $1 million, you multiply by 60. Go to dealer. $1 million. Multiply it by 60. $1 million taworo. Dollar set of taworo. But let me just put it at taworo. So this means ko ikoye silomen doku Adama Baro ko ye silomen doku OIC silo kilometer killing ako million taworo. Okay, now million taworo. Okay, Ibrahima Silla na ko tanke Ibrahima Silla ko ako kilometer killing Ibrahima Silla ko ako kilometer killing ya do ko dala so million killing ako line woro kilometer, million kilo. Okay, let's say Ibrahim Silla, so land 6 land, over a million war. Million war, $, Ibrahim Silla, OIC, project wall. So this means go, let them tell us, Yafamole, million tal lul ni nano ni wole. I still agree with it will be President Barack $1 million. Ibrahim Silla $1 million for kilometer. But Ibrahim Silla $1 million woman I have for $1 million on you. 1 million multiplied by 6 lane. Over almost 6 million. 6 million Gambian dollars. But President Barack OIC road, according to kilometer killing, $1 million killing. $1 million. $1 million. Say $1 million. You falling Gambia Corolla, or Tata Kanya million tower of it. It goes kilometer killing. It could la doku million tower. Say I'm a full of beta, both sides, the pool and no beta, pool and no bay. Line full of bay sign, Jan Jang, I mean, no, 3 lane, 6 lane. Say 6 lane over, and I go President Barrow and Memphis, a million killing. President Barrow, I remember the comment 6 lane over, ya be a million killing. $1 million killing. So $1 million killing, all you go. Kilometer killing, million tower, Koya doku walla. Million tower, obe siloje le doku la ni banko kanja. But the saddest part of it, ala nuclear da movement in bad in Gambia ko. Alialo. Yes, silo doku without no proper drainage system. Yes, silo doku, iman jibol dinkol kala. Etala dunia banko dolto. You go to other countries in the world. Drainage system or jibol dinko ibuka yefon. But glohabe jibol dinko. When you are building roads, you have to think about the future. This kind of road construction, I mean, Banco Canyon. Yes, silo doku, iman jibor dinko ke silola. Jibor dinko man ke silola. Badum, let's use our brain. Samala ke kanyim Banco Kanjang. That is why today, Niajibe B, Molla Sol kono jolbe dum kanje. That is why today, na duma silo bebe tinyala. Because Geoman silo sort of pulkatam. Because there is no proper drainage system. That is why today, wala tina B, Niajibe B. That is the main reason wala tina B. Silo mele alongo President Barola wato ye doku bebe tinyaka. Abakele menti wala mnyindiko, na bankon ka na julol mel beta, nyin julol ñun te ban na jola ye julol duni men kono wol bebe tinyala. Say mina kel ni me careful, metar la julo jokane, me jul dota kan, ye julota doku men kama, metar la ko doku ñun kon ka maintain. That is what is going to happen to us. Wala mena kel na bankola. Silol mel ya lonko. Let's say now, let's go by this now. Let's go through the agreement of Ibrahim Silla. Because Ibrahim Silla is not an engineer. Among engineers. But Ibrahim Silla for the it is not said by me. It is said by Ibrahim Silla and it's said by President Barrow. Yalong Gambian call kuma kilo lefe call fale. Alma may understand my people. Ale nyim banko so duala. Wallahi pani atar nyim banko dingul malo famfi. But ale nyim banko so duala. Momo ko be nyim banko nene la. Momo ko be nyim banko tinyal ale be tinyal. I keep saying this to everyone. Because ale nyim banko so duala le na moru balu na mo kendolu men ha lonko e wolle le nyim banko surolti bilandron Gambia woli bal so non woli bal wol nol findita dawdran dinto dunya la ko kumema e duwata nyim banko ele momo ko be nyim banko tinyala e tella bankula. And this is all of us nyim beneti wala tin na nimbe diam ka mbuka diam tol fondin kewol dam may bar ka diam pour alfal fana ya moy pour alfal ya understand because we dual do be kala watol mella alfal mel be banko kanjam wala ya kala mutal wotumola keba do ba fulani akonyo ko na dula dol be je je barakarim bi akonyo ko mor ba o woli ba dol tambitani njela akaba tambitani njela al duwake wo dulal to ako dulal be tula barakarim na doro because ale mor ale wo dulal harje mor ba dol tambiti because ale sole ale ndale aman kilini modole wato men soto ka alabatu dolmo wato soto ka alabatu so walatina niyaji be alaya man fon na nyodan alayale so woli balu idwata nyim banko yele so momo ko be nyim banko filin la lumbe sila e fon le be confess la and inshallah bi iznillah banko kanjang momo kujaw ke nyim banko kanjang one day you will confess ibe confess la ya kujaw ke nyim banko kanjang you will confess because alele nyim banko protect alele nyim banko sutura alele be nyim banko fe alele be nyim banko fe I am appealing to my fellow Gambians. I'm appealing to my fellow Gambians. Allah na banko je first. There is no place like home. There is no place like home. There is no place like home. But mbadi Gambian ko lumbal danna. Yes, political mbeolone. Political. Ha. Sometimes because I see myself, is a politician. But listen to what I am speaking. Don't listen to me as a person. Don't steal, don't lie, job wreck. Don't steal, don't lie, job wreck. Niman sunaroke. Ndolbe chow. We try to protect ourselves. Na balanka sunyaroke. Na balanka sunyaroke. All of us, don't steal, don't lie, job wreck. Me adna na bango tutaranyaro. The country will progress. The Gambia will progress. It's very simple. Kana fania. Kana sunyaro. Dokodro. So abenyame wala mnyindiko. Iman sunyaro ke, for example. Niman sunyaro ke. You are clean. Moma sunyaro ke sign. Menka dum banko kang akadum wanyata down momo la hako mumenti ka osoto. Ha. Sunyaro mbe mbalang sunyaro la. Comme mbe la jiko ta mbe ñu lonko suñaro man betea mbe balan suñaro la but saying nimbe balanta suñaro la saying don't lie nkana fani yafo so for example e balanta suñaro la ite balante for example mbalanta suñaro or maybe ngoto ma bama mas balanta suñaro la or maybe my sister Ramatullah balanta suñaro la for example Sain tolbe balanda sunyaro sa. Bari anum mbalanda kodanke nkonte fania fola. Don't lie. You don't lie. Because the problem is ning yes sunyaro. For example, you steal. Say yes amba kidiol or yemuta sunyaro la. And you don't lie. Kabriya muta do eko he nusantale na sunyale bari mbase ndilal the Gambia will progress bari ya sunyaro ke you still ya Gambia le fon sunya you still ya banko le fon sunya e pare e muta ko donke you lie so a thief and a liar uka banko le tinya and that is what is happening to our country. You can film sooner, and after they lie. Because Peter Gomez here, the spokesperson or the Minister of Information. Because in fact what happened is the spokesperson knew where funny ayafo far better sign will borsale. So now the minister will ala palasota the line machines. Ha Diamula Gambia Diamula my brother Sankare we ajolo where funny ayafo fon hamuta counto na lo de kiti bunkon. Ye funny ayafo for ye mute counto ye sama kiti bunkon ye lo de kiti fonko kono. Allahu akbar. Nka nyina fali nak nyim banko le duwan ko le fali de Sankare wuliya fo fanyafo fo ya muta counto ya dete ya sama kiti bunkon ye fanyafo ko kam masa kunda defend ye fanyafo ko Gambien ko le filindi wallahi suma wallahi lumbe sila ale be mari lumbe sila ale be mari wanyarle. Ha it was taken to where? To the courts. Now proof progress eta pour attendre for example okay say ita mari imo moti me ya lonko ye sunyaro but kabe sunyaro ke ye muta sunyaro la kabe ye muta sunyaro la say isanta ko ye sunyaro kele mean you don't lie. Now you steal but you don't lie. Yes, you accepted ko you steal. Now you will tell us because now iman some funny ala say yes, sunyaro menke. Ya do diamond table for la mole. Where you put it. Now the valuation is going to be your men sunya. Yo sunyaro for menke. Isonda ko ya sunya. Ya do diamond say mbe wole jibela. Wodula me ya do je for banko bela interest le woti bank. For le personal interest le woti bank. That's where justice will come. Then justice not a sign. Momo be hako soto la momo yara niyo soto. Job wreck. Simple. Don't lie, don't steal, job wreck. Imam Faniaf, Imam Sunyaroke, Doko Dorong, the Gambia will progress. Gambia Sunyaroke Damal. We build a society. None of us, and when I'm speaking this, I'm talking to myself also. Because this is about character. It's about all of us. So this is why this message of don't lie, don't steal, job wreck, and from there, that is where we will come up to build a very decent environment. The decent environment will build the world. But trust build the world. Trust. That is where, the society will become clean. Because now everybody is ready to be held accountable. So now it's all about advising us. The society will become different. The society will be falling. And even our streets will be clean. Because now the point is there will be laws. When I went to Korea, let me share this information with you people, because it's important sometimes when you have opportunity to travel outside the country, other countries. You share the experience with people, especially alama wolle arje kataji. Na ale harje nung ntata nung Korea as an assistant to the chairman. Ntata nung Korea nung. But because Tamo Kumata Bakele, among you only have to go. Just to go enjoy, sleep and come. No. It's matter of taking experts. It's matter of remember your Ekata ye puriye fan kalamutandi puriye fengol je meli alon ko wol mantade la karola ye samanan you import you import ideas from those countries. So one of the things, one of the experience I learned in Korea, na kodol karandung Korea, more baby discipline. Everybody is disciplined. More baby discipline. Wuro sado kono ito wuro moela. No. Dula baby senayari. Everywhere is clean. Everywhere is clean. Dula baby senayari. Ite fongo kam malu. Ite fongo be mal lele fongo. Ite fongo. Like, I mean, ibe mal lele fongo pour ye fem fay si lokan. Because the way the place is clean. I'm not going to come they have cleaners all over. No. The cleaners they have, the cleaners all whole, come motol la kana motol. Motol la kana, and motol fana, I'm not coming to you have so many people working in those vehicles. Driver and more clean. So, you can go London. Dos bino belorun dualto. Dos bino belorun dualto, ni for moto ya hook. Na hook to ya yelamo. He move. So mo buka ite fongo e buka comfortable no pour ka fewta pour ka fengo fay. No. So mina kata so wodaji ko nyin. So ibaye la ko for example, I mean na street old kanta nola. Nyamol tetarla na satawul kono. So nin sama kata for example na jibo dinkol melka suki. Ita suki la. Because mina kata it's like it's in everybody discipline. Kuluobe mo beleto. Because yake luality. And everybody have to respect that law. Even boss or from Katadamido, boss start lato in a guy, if you a boss start lato. If you put a mole letter, Yemol Metra, Ebelola will coma. I'm a need boss driver and a chocolate. If Momo Nina de Becalo, no comale. Momo Bello, no patiently. If Becalo, no comale, no battle. Boss or na force come, force up, be a doom. Be with discipline. Discipline down. Because is to study some of those things. Although the development of Manfuta also. But like it's not among coming just rapidly, but we have to train it. Truly speaking, I mean, I learned a lot in that country. So, but you know, yeah, even taxi drivers. Normally, taxi drivers should this ex-soldier or ex-police officers. Retired so. Retired. These are the large number of their taxi drivers more let. So the no will never do police. Kebal will be taxi borondola, will be boss borondola. Yella society organized. They organize the society. No lie. No stealing. Businesses in everywhere. They have cameras everywhere. You go to their councils, you know, I mean, in their council, I mean, they have a very big, special hall also, the entire Seoul city, the traffic system of the entire Seoul city. Ikatara sirinji de nyabala. So, never more Gambia, we can get it. But it should be attitudinal change. Put on Jikol Falim. Why you go put on Jikol Falim, for example, Mulmele Alongo, Molla Street, Molla CCTV in a soul corner for protection, put a soul protest. Moala Camera, Yasudo in a Yala Camera Kuntu. It's about the attitude. But o bankol kang ite hanyila ka sumaro le ke o bankol kang foni be siralende but ni ko be sumaro ke lo bankol kang e ke mira men folo ko ngana ñu sumaro men ke be mutalale. No, everybody respect the law, everybody knows the laws. So it's about governance. It's about us having a good leader. It's about us having a leader principles also. A leader who will not lie, a leader who will not steal, a leader who will only concentrate on job. But now, we cannot have this kind of leader if we are not united. Ntaw nyaton goso de no nimma nyomuta. Ntaw nyaton goso de no nimma pare to fight against injustice. Do you think those countries, they have development? No, everybody knows South Korea, North Korea, America. They fought. They fought very hard, and they made it. We are not saying we have to fight. But now, we already have the democracy. So the democratic system, remember you're saying, we should make the best use of the democratic system. How are we going to make best use of the democratic system we have in our country? Well, democracy is through vote. But say me kartaw fanon fayla no nyadile ni atara masakunda kata lorinde pour kan na kartaw fayo sunya kan na kartaw fayo nakare. If the government is sitting pour kan na kartaw fayo sunya kan na kartaw fayo nakare kan na bankola population will increase to a number may alone is not the reality of our population. Ha. Mesila ne jibe onya. But now democracy also democracy fana fenna yele democracy fana bundal la soto democracy fana bundal la soto and it's in the same democracy mengo we should have free and fair election we should have free and fair election. How are we going to have free and fair election? To have free and fair election is not only about Kakatao Faide, but it's also about Banku Dumul the My Katao Fai. Mele alonko manke Banku Dumulti, wal manya na keda abula Katao Fai okono. Free and fair election. A manke komen kafoko Katao Fai da mane. But it's about the process. And electoral process nying. Among come carte fay lungo da mati. Electoral process can start. Abuka start carte fay lungo de. Electoral process can start from the registration process. The appointment of staffs. Molmeli alonko. Ibe wolle tala to be the referees. Aka start wolle la. Ibe do kulal mel tala. Ibe fobe kala mo tulin no leti bang. Ibe kala mole melo ita wuliya fola ita fanya fola. Ibe kala mole melo ko ita sunyaro kala. Ibe kala mole melo ko ibe nyalo la doko da malakan. Job rek. That's where the process starts. Karte fayo ka start jël to follow. Mol melo ko ibe wole londil as referees. Fatar lal. Referees. Melo ko wole metaraje ka tonya sabatindi. That's where the election start. Election can start world. Karte fayo can start wo bundal to follow. Mol meli alon ke be wole tala ye mara election wo bundala. Wo mol nyulu fo be kala mo tulin nu lati bang. Ita wuliya fola ita sunyaro kala bari ila do ko dron e be tara lodun wala kan. Ni ala yo mol dinna mol meli alon ko ita fanya fola ita wuliya fola bari la do ko dro betal lolu wala kan ning ala yo mol dina follow la wol tombo as the people meli along wala be man la election bundala. That is where is the wala foundation of the wala ko start blabe no wallet. So ni ala makoy fonna mo tulin non soto woto o bundala sa wo mo tulin newlu wol fana be mo tala do ko wala fana ibe nyanda kala mol meli alongo ita wuliya fola ita sunyaro kala bari fanan ye bula do ko men o mina ke bula do ko men u do ko le be kele la focused. Don't lie, don't steal, job rek. Job rek. Now yena wol bula e ko eta ka mol register sign ale ma ko molto meli alon ko sign e buka faniafu e ma hanyu sunyaro la ila do ko dron e yabe wala kan yamina sai mo tulindi o men bawo nyama mo sena o men bawo nyama wodo sonna ka lunta o register o ba jele ko momo ya lon ka be register la bango kanja abe kala mo tulindi abe kala mo mi yalon Gambia dingolem because Allah ta nyine la ko aye kala nyine la ko ate faniya fola ate sunyaro kala ala do ko don abe wala kala aman sila fenda ko denke sai na mo tulindi non soto mele alon ko sai wolle mu doku laal sai ba le ko doku bundañin tankata la sai a tankata folo sai bari momo e kala wala momo la ko be senya e de wulia fola ite sunyaro kala ele doku be tan wala kan sai wolbe kuku kala abe senya la le ite sana lunta mo register ite sana lunta mo ada ken carte fayo ko e ba jele le ko di data mol mel be carte o fayle be kala Gambia no dam malati e be kala banku dingul dam malati bari mina kum maatel do ko fana ko danke mo nan kam mo me ya lon ko wolle registration o soto e be wala fula Gambia dingol le they will not lie ite sunyaro kala ite fella pala je ite fentala la je anduta wulya fula because e be la do ko dam malati kan don't lie don't steal job break ila do ko doron ye bula menna because ila do ko nyum moment wala ñu ko ka tona sabatindi that is their job ka kidio tay banku demul tema that's their job anum pre kiti tela nyata ka tonya la fo e man nyana kala sunyar lati e man nyana kala mo hadu medoti job rek don't lie don't steal job rek ha sa yeñu mo si vale so do ko la sa ha sai e be Gambia dungul do na tala ibe sonna Gambia dungul do na register ha sai banku dungul fana melbe banko kan banku dungul fana yake tonya dungulti yake tonya folalti banku dungul e balance suñu rola sai that's about us dol banku dung dol mel yalon ko sai na mo tulin no lebula do ko la ngoy tulintale wol fana ngoy tulintale ngoy buka fanya fo wol fana ilat la koy buka fanya fo bari sai be do ko la sai dol banku dung sai is about us we the countrymen the citizens ekiliate la banko la yela banko kanu ilafte la banko la ilafta Cairo e sabati la banko kan ha ilafta Cairo e sabati la banko kan ha kiyan edim bala kiyan ngoy mura bi mo ko be ko la banale e murtale no ma ñoje no alway ye so sai banku dungul sai banku dungu ye banku faniala banku dungu ye ban sunyaro la banku dungu sa ibe larin ko ila do ko mu menti sa wolen ka banko kanta ka banko protect that's your job to protect the sovereignty of the country ka banko la sovereignty ka protect ha sa ida banku dungu fanam ye fan kuson de imam ye fan bali faniala ye bali pour ka banko nakare ha ye bal ka banko nakar ye fam bal sunyaro la ye fam bal faniala sain doko juma ka banko protect to protect the integrity the sovereignty of the country sai ite banko dungo this is your job ha sai the moment ite banko dungo I believe te fanna la te fanna yola kila doko kila banko protect ite sonna ye luntongoje ay na banko kayto sa aya samba kataka nanyu motul no me an ko ne sindi pour doko ke anu ko to fanya fola ite wuliya fola e be tala do ko to nela e be tala do ko to nela so ba jelo ko what is going to happen mele be kala wol fana be do ko kala be kala do ko sema ngonti be kala do ko tulin ngonti because now we are helping each other like the way Gambians are helping the police kanyin scam so muta it's information ngala ye Gambian call be police all ma ko kan nyame pour kanyin scam so muta it's information. The same information me clear na bankole because it's about our country. Me clear na bankole. Me clear na bankole. Me na banko kanule. We have love for our country. Nambale lunta wala kana banko la carte ota. Akana banko la carte ota. Akana banko la kaito ota because alman tangala nim ku kita banko kanya lunta ka borla ka sayala banko kan. Aka sayala banko kan. so ite me ya lonko ibe siring ite me ya lonko ibe registration dulato ya lonko kati nyimu luntawolti ya sutele ko luntawol amanga banko dumoti anding ID card o babulu kana song I register and no ajata ita noma go and face the person janabe kayto tala fula afaya ko neje ilebra kana banko registration ota andu ite ya lonko manke na banko dumoti kana na banko registration ota niata you can have anything it's a kuku sort of ko kono truth is truth. Stand on your ground. Stand with the truth. Because yeah, imutonya folalti, because sunyareke, job break, ila doko mumenti kila banko protect. That's your job break. Ila doko mumenti to protect your country, to protect the sovereignty of the country, to protect the nationality of your country. Ila banko la, kila banko tanka, ila doko mumenti. That's your job. And you don't want to lie, you don't want to steal nobody. Balang. Collectively. You are right. Collectively. Balang comme monter la banco tignal. Balang comme monter la banco la kaito tal tapale yani nakarentu yala. Balang. Al balang kula. Balang. It's very simple. Balang. This is the point here. Balang. Balang. Like Yango. Balang. Balang. Because ni balanta, what is going to happen? Because if balanta yela banko protect them on the side, because it don't come world. You don't steal, you don't lie, your job break. That's what you have to do. It don't come to protect the sovereignty of your country. Kela banko la sovereignty that can protect. That is your job. Sign. Aishi dokula tilinta. Banko dumul tilinta. Aishi dokula prata sanka job ke. Banko dumul prata ka job ke. What is going to happen? We will have a progress. The Gambia will progress. We'll have a progressive nation. The Gambia will progress. To yabe sabat la Gambia kono. Fan yabe baila. Nakarantu yabe baila. IC shuara ke lagi because melbe IC a folta wala le ko de fanya fola de shuaro kala ila doko me siye ba wala kala an ila doko mo wala katilin. That's their job. That's why the mantra for 2026 is don't steal, don't lie, job break.
Job break.
Job break. Welcome back, Yango. Job break.
Bolom tonya di ngan ke wajala mo la slogan otinya aka fuko don't lie, don't steal. Kay ko kana mo la slogan otinya. Mul ka hol don't steal, don't lie. Bodi ka lie follow nan kay kana steal lawan. Kay mo ko fo.
You are ready.
Yango ba ngaya I profile of falling abi don't lie, don't steal. Kay kana mo la profile of tinye block on. Kana mo la slogan otinya block on. Mo ka don't steal, don't lie.
No,
yeah, exactly. Go fine. Guy, you profile when you find out me, ma go in the ya Murundi. Kana mo la fo kunta bali.
No, yeah. Don't steal, don't lie.
Don't steal, don't lie. Exactly, you know.
Job break.
So, but you are doing good, man. You're doing good. Mela program mo dole la mo kanje. Ye bla danda maji bla clean la faka wolto fo mo mande bake. Wala mo IEC la party. Agela biso mandanga program mo kele fana nga je ma du mande kele. But Gambia IEC malong fo yalon fe malong fo monko banko dingolu ibe kala mabake la sai. Mistake jamabe je me alon ka sorota no 2021 wolte keno la ko dake. Malong fo ikam moyle.
Yeah, memo kan.
Exactly. So ibaje la ko most of the mistakes may allow for menuke. One mistake jamabe je say mol nga wol figo outlet. So I see wol itol nga naka consciously yalong ko people are ready. People knows the ways mol men nakatonye ma protect la nyame. And about this foreign registration of many along ko molu iko kata janale kata ka tongko dila tondile kata ka ID card so dila nandeng murtani aning Gabon aning dulal many along ko ma fonye because ni sitano Gabon fay katara yi faga me ni Gambia di wol ma wislo nyim bulo mo makakalam to so who knows if banku jello to ba dikan damato. But the fact of the matter is wolti dala no Gambia pour ka kate nyum fay wol beti na Gambia pour ka kate nyum fay. So now the only way we'll say keno more total register vote to nyame. Wala mo if IEC play the game along with the NPP and IEC ja along ko more now understand the Gambia la population size to nyame, so we know all those things. So that's why like sis bayo ngam for IEC nya nakalo ne responsibility membe kunna. We trust them. As far as I'm concerned, we trust them. Komongo, they are going to do the right thing. But in Yanakalo, the responsibility may be Mokang, and in Kurano, Yekali Mena, ya make sure Gambia do many register, many alonko, ye register, Gambia Kono, ye Carseoning ya fay, Kafuko, ye Navodas Cardeso, Hanimate Gambia Duty, who may qualify the Puria Catanium fay. It depends on the Aso to Yamen. But that brings us to Dolfana Banco de Mulumben. Banco la kaito nimba protect la nyame. Ni left they can call us any sorts of names bio. They can call us any sorts of names case mul kumandala ndole. But the most important thing is na banco the nyana can decide who is going to lead that country. We cannot decide with foreigners who is going to lead our country. Gambia di wole rest can decide membe Gambia banco marala benna banco la afia sol dina jimale bulo ko kan samba. We must have a total confidence and a total trust on that person. So it is a choice. Nobody is doing anybody a favor here. What we are doing and what we are fighting for is for our own future and in the future. What we are doing here, we are all fighting for our future and the future of our generations. Yeah. So what I said,
the most important part is we have to go in for a coalition. Right? So coalition okay. Coalition is about like all party will be okay, sign. I think Gambians are ready for the coalition. You the independent people as we call independent people political parties. Now Yellow Pruka join as a coalition is for us to get one force. Now, UDP fele command. We call na banko bela command. Pruka munke Pruka na banko protect to protect the sovereignty of our country, the national identification of our country. Remember, Kekam, is a concern for every citizen. Momo Yalonko, you have consent. You are very patriotic. Even more than we banko can be. National document is the concern, is a banko dungo bela concern. Sign the memfo kanya wolo nyundiko UDP fele commandro. UDP fele sign your commandro ka sign. Right? UDP ko momo ya lonko imu Gambia dungo. Anybody may ya lonko you are Gambia. UDP ko e ko yet finti. Yena yeka fuma protest la next week. It's very simple. Alna yeka fu molma Gambia bela concern mumenti. Now discourse. We are going to march to the IEC. And Gambian call it more than outstanding. Whatever help is a Makero Keno. Event one of the most successful events. Hey, Molmelialo, we can see in the Senegal, Nyom Songo, hey, Songo Nyolu, they fought against it. Nibakela, they do it as past step.
Yeah. Yeah, on several occasions. So many.
They do it as past step. And Molka joining Kanamelialo, but they are not past step members.
Yeah.
But because they are Gambians and Atinale, Molmelialo, Yalonko, Kamen Kele, Ebe Kelo Mena, they are fighting for the entire country. One of them, Keke, Wale Atina Senegal, King Shoro. Nifin is a Dauda, Ekatakar Sato Fund. Gambians have seen the Senegalese show no magi. Ya longo toyata past step nyo am jot.
Exactly.
Ya wanna say past step nyo buka reum. Now UDP, la youth wing, have also made a call. This is about the Gambia. Put the election system. Go because it's all about the data. At some point, maybe they are not coming, but they want to add them into our population so that they can able to manipulate, so that they can able to tell us the next name supplementary registration is a Gambia voter roll have went to almost 1.2.
Yeah, I know.
You know, data ya be ka funyoba. Ya na ka fanya ko mole ko baro you know. Wala tinanko. The next election is do or die.
Definitely.
And I'll keep saying,
that, you know.
it's do or die.
It's do or die.
Because
But so that is the thing. After people are from you continue, but that is the thing. Yajale wala sa Gambia. Nimam problem ma identify no. It's going to be hard on through anybody. Yana nang succeed wo bangko nyekang. We must identify ngaji be muna mo bangko la interest nkan na individual interest solo anin na party colors nke landi sometimes ning ayata no kan necessary ta yagele UDP in call men kananten to go and hold the government account mune asabun they are doing these illegal registrations ning opposition party manya nakatu koma even MPP supporters mo manya nakatu koma. This is our responsibility kaje ko mungo ngake. This is our responsibility. We hold our government account. Who knows? One of those people might be responsible for the entire downfall of the country. Who knows? Who knows? And that is why this is a responsibility of everybody. Illegal registration or issuing of ID cards to foreigners. I stop. Benga denounce. That is a responsibility for everybody. Mbelanya nakawoke. Nima sakundaye la moy fine. Nime la moy fine. Ndola citizenry right momenti. Na constitutional rights momenti. At least control na will fulfill it. So we are not going to be blamed for it. And you know what? Most of these things many along today. The full details from Belon Nano. But we are going to certainly know the entire details. Look at the 300,000 votes mentioned at APRC la biroto. But moma ideas to but look at Kabri Yajame, everything came to light. Molia better understand exactly Mengake. But will be possible to know through what? Through the help of the former IEC.
So member kala wala ñu ko kekendo wala te kala ñu banko kon ko tanke
exactly and that is why it's
wala no ko Gambia ko momo ñu banko kanu it's better ko kelo I mean Cairo sabat ñu janin kelo be kala ha because ku kila be wala ñu ko we are not going to allow we cannot allow these people menke ke ya jamele watu go ya jamele watu jan kidole babulu I am it's very simple. Let them kill us. Let them get
no, they can't. It hanging off from a bella because you don't need to we will
make sure we protect the vote. We will protect the vote.
We will. It has to.
Because we don't have we are only look, I am only a Gambian. I'm not a Senegalese. I'm only a Gambian. I have only one paper. I have only one nationality. The one nationality le bente bulunte. They only have Gambian nationality. They have no other country. So I cannot allow Luntawa Bonala Banco Kang, Alaman Tankala, Nifitno Ketajang, Uluntawa Kabori. But the worst part of this Masakunda co-promote Masakunda, the government. Is the government promoting that?
That is it.
The government we should protect the properties, the life and properties of the citizen. Is the government, the same government is playing with the life and property of the citizen. When you are becoming a president, Kurano Sika, Misil Molet, Kurano Sika, Alala. Kurano Sika, Walatinanko, Kekan Benjamin Kalakuklina. It's hard to say. You call it. But yeah, Jamal Melialonko, it don't Masakunda, Kurano, Mankukino, Elabon Kitanaji. Let's call it.
Akatiale, you know, untimely disaster, take a wallet sort of Imuka long phone, Akafundina Munto letter. Well, I saw Ilaku Kataria. But a poor phone from Belataria, Cooking Kumar Hadamadula Balukono, yet I able to Nia Molbela Kuja all Fola, 24/7. Molbela Kuja all Fola. Yalo Neo Janaka Mambe.
So maybe you could never miss a language.
Yeah, problem to So that is the thing, you know, bio is very important. You know, this coming 2026 It's a do or die game, do or die responsibility. Gambia be kan kaje ko ngana katol protect. You know, like ning kateo na kate fayo ke mol we have to be ready pour na kateo ni ka protect. Mfon le ben na kateo ni protect la de. No, IEC will never protect our vote for us. IEC will tackle it. But don't phone le ben na kateo protect la mfon. Don't phone le na kateo take protect. IEC will ta protect la molie. Don't phone le ben na kateo protect la. IEC are doing what they are doing. But integrity in Benyadi, the election on in Kono, until Ben Nakata on in Baprota by Yamen, woman told for the responsibility, our collective responsibility in Dole from Bogel, Yan by Jalalakona, Bankole, Jalasa, Nyaye, Nake. Remember, you can go ahead and say that. Katio Kaimum Katifayo, Nini Masakunda Bola. Masakunda tries everything possible to peddle lies against the oppositions. Senegal, anywhere in Africa, the ruling government, many along they have the upper hand in terms of media, in terms of influence. When the oppositions are doing what they're supposed to do. Yeah, when the oppositions are doing what they're supposed to do. You know, so this is the thing. Anambra wala mol ibani registration on member and then any Gabon and in Congo and other, you know, imanda me phone for. Jumale along ke baki kan dula jumale fanado. But the issue is mol ngalon de ko ñun beti na la Gambia pour que carte yi faygi. Ngalon de ko ñun beti na bio I'm having a call. Sorry, I have to drop.
Oh, sorry guys. Na chango jolo dale. Sorry why. Dara salon la, Ala go go because man, two entire salo kana, Ala la go go. Yes. So guys, I'm in the phone with an agenda, but come be kajami na drong. Wala nyinduko. I mean, be bangu kajal rek inshallah. Nalom be nyakajal be continue inshallah. So to Allah 𝒂𝒂𝒏 for being here with us. Allah 𝒂𝒂𝒏 atul miliaron ko atul le programu insia anal badi malam sirgo sonko aka bayan sonko Gambia. Time to time mina nakacha inshallah. Allah 𝒂𝒂𝒏. Thank you.